My mini research project for the Digital Cultures and Communication Research class links to the essay in the field of the culture wars presented for the first part of this module. Some days ago, my attention was drawn by an article from The Guardian entitled "How Woke Became the Word of Our Era." After reading the article, I decided to get my hands dirty and get a closer look at the uses of this word online. In order to investigate the main discourses on the platform around the woke culture, I chose Twitter, traditionally used by politicians, opinion leaders, newspapers, journalists, and citizens to express and discuss their ideas. To do so, I used Netritic by #woke as a search query, and I made the content analysis of the tweets. I got a sample of 1000 tweets, all posted between the 20th and the 23rd of November. I decided to have a first look at the retweets, in order to get an overall picture of the most shared contents, filtering them by the English language. I obtained 298 objects. It was clearly visible that most of the retweets linked to Free Speech Matters account, 150. Among them, only 3 come from the account itself. So I decided to analyze these tweets, removing the duplicates. I ended up with only 7 objects. At this point, I made a narration analysis to investigate the context and the meanings that the tweets underpin. It's easy to recognize a warning against the woke wave in society seen as a threat to the free speech and the British values. Also, it emerged a criticism of media, of the Supreme Court and the government, and a political line against immigration and pro-Brexit. Then I decided to have a look at the retweets left, considering just the users with more than 5,000 followers. I categorized them according to topic, in order to explore the different conversations. The most represented category relates to cultural imperialism and the media. 2 videos and 1 article announced the end of the intellectual diversity, warning against the woke media and educational system seen as a woke factory and veil of censorship and disinformation. Another category is American politics, better the last American election, with 2 pro-conservative messages and 1 pro-Republican. Another is entertainment industry, a video where a comedian laughed at the white women hijacking the woke movement on Saturday Night TV show. One is about a podcast hosting the cartoonist of the series Woke, and one promotes a short satire, Woke, the film that cures racism. Then narrative, with writings that cover topics related to social justice, activism, discrimination, and empathy to inspire kids. Last, spirituality, with messages of gratitude and consciousness. So I took the single tweets, choosing the users between 2,000 and 5,000 followers, in order to have a broader spectrum of the feelings. To complete my content analysis, I led the discourse analysis to discuss the oppositional viewpoints. I found 3 main approaches. In the descriptive tone, the topic stimulates conversation in the public sphere and the production of articles, books, TV series, sketches, and podcasts that describe the phenomenon and the imaginary around it. In the positive tone, the piece of The Guardian is shared to spread the original sense of being woke, the state of the black community of being wary and wary of ongoing discrimination. The hashtag broadly is used as warning of awareness against any form of social injustice, as a political lever to participate in public debate, and as spiritual inspiration. In the polemic tone, the discourse turns around how the woke culture is reflected into propaganda and the political agenda of the governments, and the extent to which these ideas are spread out by the media with consequences for the culture. In particular, the media are seen politically biased in favor of Democrats and laborists and promoters of a specific social order through the use of the censorship and the weapon of the political correctness. Finally, even the educational system is accused to be a lab of social engineering. From the narratives behind, the topics around, and the discourses beyond the use of the hashtag woke in my dataset, I would state that the subject falls perfectly under the actual culture words. Its popularity as hashtag has stimulated conversations around politics, media, education, racism, and spirituality. I think that the results are part of the debates on the EU referendum in UK and the last American election, 2 events that have divided the public opinion. The specificity of the platform has given me a general overview of the theme, an idea of the spectrum of the views, referring to specific contents like videos, TV series, podcasts to dig into it. As a result, work has been weaponized by the right spectrum, and the conservative media are pushing the idea that the mainstream media with their politically correctness and censorship are slave to identity politics and are promoting a partial monarchy. Among proponents of the woke culture, it's a state of being that, starting from individual awareness, results into activism. From rethinking the social equilibrium, it's a call for participation and actual changes. The production of books and videos increased the echo of the theme. As a result, from a state of mind inextricably linked to blackness, it becomes satire, commodity, but also art and creativity.